All right, Catherine, thank you so much. Well, we are joined by Carolyn, who is helping direct the teen version of Hadestown.
Hadestown.
See, I'll say it eventually, correct. Carolyn, thank you so much for being with us
Thank
early
you.
at the near end of the work week. Tell us a little bit about this production coming to Thomas Edison High School. And it's no random production. It's kind of a blessing almost because the drama department has kind of been touch and go.
So our drama department, our drama class actually is only in its second year now.
Wow.
And we've had so much interest with the kids. They're really responding to it. I'm the co-director. Our other co-director is our band teacher, Brittany Pozeski.
Okay.
And so it's wonderful. We have a great production team of volunteers and the art teacher and people from the middle school all coming together with the kids to create this great production. And the best thing is, these kids are getting to do a show that is currently a hit on Broadway. How fun is that for them?
That's insanely fun. I'm a little jealous.
Well, you get to come see it.
Oh, yes, I will be there. So actually, fun fact for you, which we'll remind you again later, but I will bring you a full story, a little look ahead at their final dress rehearsal later next week, but we'll remind you about that when the new work week comes. But I guess my next question to you is, tell me a little bit about the show for people who may not know it or people who are not like Broadway knowledge ready all the time.
So the show is by Anais Mitchell, and it is based on Greek mythology.
Really?
Which is something that a lot of people aren't studying as much anymore. It's two love stories, the new love between mortals, Orpheus and Eurydice, and the eternal love between the gods Hades and Persephone.
I see.
And how those interact, and so the story that unfolds as those two couples come face to face. But I know with my students, they didn't know much about the history, and they got to learn about it. We talked about the dramaturgy of what is the real basis for this, and they were fascinated. And so being able to combine that knowledge with the music and the dancing, and they've been working so hard.
That's wonderful, and I'm really excited to see this. Tell me about the show. How long is it? How long have students been preparing for it? And what can we expect as the audience when we take our seat and the curtain goes up? What are we in for?
So we started auditions before Thanksgiving. Okay. Kids have been working on this for a long time. The show is about 2 hours long, and as the audience, it starts off just with intensity, and it just gets more intense the longer you go. It's for an older audience. I think the youngest people that we've really been encouraging were the 5th graders, but it builds and builds, and you don't realize how much is going to happen and how involved these characters are. And the kids are so passionate. It's very intense, and it definitely draws you in the entire time.
And obviously, as you mentioned earlier, there is a purpose behind the show, Greek mythology. It is not a show made up in someone's head and ended up on paper. Something that I read about is that there's a lot of love, loss, and tragedy. What do you think also represents the show theme-wise?
I think it very much focuses on hope. Okay. And even when there's a foregone conclusion, are you still going to try? Are you still going to make that effort? Can you still believe that things are going to turn out well?
Okay, all very interesting. So again, WENY News will bring you that sneak peek look ahead about next Wednesday, but we'll confirm with you later next week. But Carolyn, thank you for joining us early. And of course, that show is next Friday, March 7th, and Saturday the 8th. Details will be on our website after our show. But